For a matchup between the Gateway Christian Academy Eagles and the Sunland Baptist Stingers. Good evening, everyone. I'm Chris Saunders, joined by Randy Smith. Now, Randy, this is going to be a doozy. Two teams undefeated so far in the tournament.
Well, we know we watch every Gateway game, got a chance to see them, what they could really do. The team from Bimini. Sunland, surprisingly undefeated so far. They lost a lot of their key players last season to graduation, but they found it now. Not so competitive during the Freeport season, but it's good to see them playing well now.
Gateway beating C.I. Gibson, St. George's, and St. John's College Sunland with wins over Anatole Rogers and Telios Christian. The win over Telios got them into this game here tonight. As we get started here in action, Gateway off quickly. No big surprise there. Denzel Jones for them with the quick two. Sunland with the movement. Outside. The three there from Delano Lewis, and he can get hot very quick. Gateway again, outside. Looking inside, looking for an option. Javante Curry can't hold on to it. The steal from Oswald Meadows. Meadows can't hold on to it. Gateway back in control of this one.
And when you look at it, Gateway didn't get off to any slow starts through any of these games. It'll be interesting to see how they manage if they do get off to a slow start in this one.
Slow start for them. Doesn't even sound right saying. Shot clock at 7. Gateway looking for an option. Outside, the three. I think that was from Chester McVie. No good. Here come the Stingers. Looking for an option. Outside again, trying that three ball. No good. Rebound pulled down by Javante Curry, and Gateway off to the races. Curry by himself. He's fouled and one.
You see players really taking advantage of that Euro step through now. We've highlighted it a few times throughout the games. It's become a fan favorite as well. You always have the oohs and ahs when a player performs the move.
I think internationally FIBA looked at that as a definitive move towards exciting and what they call spectacular play.
Yeah, it requires a bit of athleticism, a bit of coordination, more than you would think, because they don't really get off the floor to do it.
And one misses. Gateway still leading this one early, 4-3 with 4:22 to go here in this first quarter. Sunland looking inside, passing outside. Marty Davis not able to control it, and who pulls on the rebound? No surprise there, Bradley Lightbourne trying to beg for a prayer right there. Lightbourne with the three, and Gateway up 7-3 on Jay Philippe and his Sunland Baptist Stingers. Inside pass. Davis trucks over Bradley Lightbourne.
You saw him take that three at the other end. It kind of looks off balance, but I've realized that that's just his shot. He's made that same shot at the beginning of the games too, almost in the same spot for the last two games.
I think on this end, Davis from Sunland just did not know the speed that he was coming at and just could not stop. That's an immovable truck at sometimes.
Oh yeah.
Gateway back at it. They're leading 7-3 on the Stingers. Looking for an option inside to Lightbourne. Lightbourne passes out. The mid-range, Jay from Kelly, no good. Pulling down the rebound, Chester McVie. McVie trying again, no hope there. And Sunland able to pull down the rebound. Putting up a prayer there was Oswald Meadows for Sunland Baptist. And he got the foul on that prayer answered.
He's kind of lucky he didn't get called for a charging on that one. He really had nowhere to go, went up and got stuck with the basketball.
He was kind of very insecure with what he wanted to do there, but got lucky, picked up the foul, and is going to the line to shoot two. So Meadows at the line trying to keep the Stingers in this one. They don't want it to get too far away with a team like Gateway Christian.
Yeah, you've seen what they've done with early leads. Throughout all of their games, they were able to turn those into double-digit wins. So you don't want to give them too much room to get ahead of you.
Javante Curry looking for someone. Back out to Curry. Curry taking it himself. And just like that, the Eagles up 9-4 on Sunland. Sunland can't keep control of it. Delonte Knowles loses control on the next end. The slammer jammer there from Chester McPhee. You could almost see that coming from a mile away.
The athleticism Gateway has shown throughout this entire tournament has been very, very impressive. Their wingmen can get out and run it like no other team that we have seen so far throughout these nationals.
The Eagles from Gateway Christian out of Bimini up 11-4 real quick on the Sunland Baptist Stingers. And again, I think they're a little bit shell-shocked again because I think, if I remember correctly, Sunland has played all of their games at the Jack Haywood Gym, and so have not had an opportunity to watch Gateway play. So maybe they are a little unprepared for it as much as a great coach like Jay Philippe could be.
But if you look at it, everyone that plays Gateway around this time, they all have the same look, like they don't know what to do. They don't expect them to make some of these plays that they're making. So you can't even wrap your mind around what's next and how are we going to capitalize.
And I still think it's a case of swinging for the fences because I have nothing to lose syndrome that Gateway has, because again, nobody's really expecting them to do much, not because they don't have great players, but because they assume that Family Island schools just aren't going to be competitive, and schools like Gateway, Gape Christian Academy out of Abaco are proving those critics wrong. So Stingers back in it, trying to cut this lead down. Gateway up 11-4, 2:45 on the game clock, 12 seconds on the shot clock. Long three there from Oswald Meadows for the Stingers. That misses. And again, Lightborn again, that long three almost clips the lip of the rim. No luck here. Fast break from Sunland Baptist. McPhee with that slam down.
What Sunland has done is limited Bimini's offensive rebounds. That is where they won the majority of their games on the offensive glass. Very effective with their wings getting in. Their big men crash very hard. So to beat, or at least have a chance to beat them, you have to protect the offensive glass.
So the Stingers able to cut the lead down to 5. Gateway trying to extend it a bit here at this point. Curry out to Lightborn again for another long J. Stingers back out of here looking for an option. Delonte Knowles takes the rock up at the key, gets it into the corner. Oswald Meadows thinks about it, hands it off. Sloppy pass to Delonte Knowles. Knowles charging to take it himself. The long J from McPhee, no good, and coming down with the rebound. Gateway's Curry going at it. The J from Curry, no good. Stingers struggle to get the rebound. Nonetheless, they get it back out. McPhee gets it out to Delonte Knowles for the 3 to give them some hope of staying in this. Gateway still leading 13-9 with just over a minute to go. Denzel Knowles for Gateway, fires it in, no good. McPhee for Gateway with the rebound, tries to tip it in, no good. Under a minute to go. Going up hard is Aduncio McPhee for Stingers. No challenge too much from Gateway is good enough. On the next end though, it is Marty Davis, the biggest guy out there, getting the block.
But when you look at Sunland, like I said, you look at them trying hard to limit the offensive rebounds, offensive possessions to 1, maybe 2 possessions and getting the ball clear. You can't let Gateway tip it around to themselves and get offensive rebounds. Also, when you're a team like Sunland, the way they shoot the 3, they're never really out of a game.
Jay Philippe from Sunland has been to the Hugh Campbell Championship, I think twice, definitively once. So he has that experience to really will this team back into contention here in this match. Again, we're still early. Gateway only leading by 4. Here they're off to the races again. Curry having some problems there in the hands of Bradley Lightbourne. A lot of commotion going on at midcourt. Stingers trying to hustle for it. Everybody has a hand on it. Picking it up though is Dejon Bain. And he goes hard to the hoop.
Yeah, and what you like about Jay Philippe's players, a lot of them were on the team for maybe grade 10 or 11. So when it's time for these big moments and when they're seniors, they're ready.
Dejon Bain at the line for the Sunland Baptist Stingers to try cut this lead down to 2. He won't do it. The most he can do now is 3. 9 seconds to go in this first quarter. There's Jay Philippe there trying to get some instructions out to his team. Dejon Bain makes the second one, cuts the lead to 3. Gateway still leading 13-10. 6 seconds to go in the quarter. Looking for an option right now. Javante Curry finds none. May take it himself. And no good. So Gateway still leading this one 13-10. But a respectable last couple of seconds there from Sunland Baptist to get them back within 3.
Well, what Sunland is doing is they're really pressuring the Gateway guards in a way they haven't been pressured so far by any team throughout the tournament. They're really working them hard, forcing a lot of turnovers, and those turnovers are leading to either fast break points or free throws coming from those fast break attempts.
What do you think the Stingers are going to have to really do here in this second quarter, to stay competitive at this point?
Well, what they did do is clog the middle. A lot of teams didn't clog the middle, allowed Lightbourne to take those long strides and the other wing players to take those long strides and have open lanes to the rim. The Stingers are clogging the paint. They're rotating very fast, very well. So they just need to do more of that and maybe just take a few more shots. Don't get gun shy now just because you missed a few.
And you don't want to get Marty Davis in foul trouble right now. He had that one offensive foul, and I think that affected him mentally. You don't want to get him out of the game, their big man.
No, right now to play Gateway, you need a big man. You need someone that can, a mobile big man as well, not just someone that's stuck to the post. He's very important. I would play him back a bit and just let the guards do all the work with the pressuring.
Getting ready for the start of the second quarter between the Gateway Christian Academy Eagles and the Sunland Baptist Stingers. Eagles out of Bimini and the Stingers out of Grand Bahama. Stingers with the first possession of the quarter, passing it around. Davis working hard inside. The tip by Bradley Lightbourne. He gets the own steal, drives himself. It looks like it's a foul. Not quite sure who the foul was on. I think they said it was on Jerome Burrows from the Stingers. No surprise that Bradley Lightbourne is at the line for Gateway and connects the first of 2 free throws.
You know he's averaging over 26 points per game for this tournament.
Yep, and that's not easy to do, like we said, in a game that has 6-minute quarters. He connects the second one. Gateway back up 5, 15-10 on the Stingers. Stingers passing it around. McAfee thinks about it again. Inside, Davis back outside this time to Burrows. Burrows with the miss. Scrum for the rebound, and Oswald Meadows picks it up and puts it in for 2.
Sunland playing real tough, not letting them get away.
Right now, a 3-point game. Bad. I don't even know if that was a pass or a shot there from Gateway. But now Oswald Meadows on the next end can't hold on to it for the Stingers, and essentially negates that turnover that they had earlier.
But like you talked about, Davis's size on the inside is really affecting the way Gateway is playing right now. They're trying their best to avoid him, and it's costing them.
Lightbourne from Gateway bringing up the rock. Very passive defense here from the Stingers. Playing very much a very weak passive zone at this point. Is that going to be effective, you think, for the rest of the game, this very passive zone defense that they're playing?
I think this is just to preserve a bit of energy. Right now, they're focused on trying to make an offensive run. So if you can pace yourself on defense and coast, why not?
Stingers in a 2-3 defense. Long ball from Kelly, no good. Fighting for the rebound. Stingers gets it. Off to the races, the fast break. Inside to Davis. Davis is stripped. Back out. It gets into the hands of Oswald Meadows, and he's fouled going up.
Just like with the last game, you saw both teams got off to a bit of a slow start offensively. Hung around the 10 to 17 mark for a while. I could see this game going in that same direction.
Meadows shooting 2, makes the first. If he makes the next one, this will be the closest non-starting lead that they will have for the entire game. And just like that, with the miss, putting it back is Rolante Knowles. And what do we have right now? A tie ball game.
You got to know, it feels good not to be the only team not to fall to the Gateway run.
Gateway outside to Kelly. Kelly gets it inside. Jump ball.
Now it's interesting to see how Gateway plays with a little bit of pressure on them now. They've played with the momentum for the majority of the tournament.
Gateway inbounding the ball. 7 seconds on the shot clock. 4 on the game clock. Going to restart this one, but again, 7 seconds on the shot clock for Gateway Christian. Inside to Kelly. Kelly with the turnaround J, no good. Rebound pulled down by Davis. Stingers off to the races again. Knowles, the step, and does not get the favorable roll. Davis there trying to put it back. He gets nothing. Bad pass there from the Stingers. Intercepted by Valdez Edgecombe, creating some sort of offense there for the Gateway Christian Academy Eagles.
They just won't let you take them down.
No, not
they
at
won't
all.
let you. They refuse to give up a lead. They might let you tie, but they refuse to give up that lead.
Bradley Lightborn at the line. He got the and one, trying to make it a 3-point game here. And he does. Gateway back up 3, 18 to 15. Stingers. Passing the rock around. Meadows takes it himself, no good. Pulling down the rebound, Leonardo Bain. He's stripped. Going back up again is Oswald Meadows for the Stingers, and a 1-point game again.
Meadows is really playing an aggressive game too, though, working hard to keep his team in the game.
Thinks about it. Inside now. Again to Moss. Moss with the miss. Davis with the rebound. Pushing it, the rock up real quick. Stingers. Rolante Knowles through the defense. Pulls down 2.
I think it's a reason both teams are undefeated.
This is definitively one of the reasons why. Both are playing with heart. An 8-second violation on Gateway. Very uncharacteristic of them because they bring the ball up so fast.
Well, like I said, it's a different situation when the momentum is not in your favor, and now you're playing from behind the pressure.
Stingers with their first lead of the game, 19-18, 2:48 to go here in this second quarter. 9 seconds on the shot clock. Knowles looks around, finds it, finds a shooter. 1 second on the shot clock, and another shot clock violation. I think that they were confused with that 14 seconds in that front court.
Yeah, mental error. Definitely not something you need in a close game such as this.
And not in a close game against Gateway Christian. Valdez Edgecombe looking for something to do here. Outside to Curry. Curry back to Moss. Edgecombe with the rock. Back around. Denzel Jones pulls the trigger. No bullets in that gun. The steal by Lightbourne. Lightbourne takes it himself. Does not get the favorable roll. Gets his own rebound. Tips it over to Curry. Curry with the miss. And Knowles pulling down the rebound for the Stingers. And they're trying to push this one hard, but it's an out-of-bounds violation on that close sideline there.
Yeah, that's good. That's good defense by Gateway, not to give up on that possession. And look, they were rewarded for it.
Just under 2 minutes now here in this half. Firing. Valdez Edgecombe. No good. Not quite sure where it's going to stay. Referee Christian Wilmore having a few choice words with number 7 from Gateway, Valdez Edgecombe. Not sure if it was because he tossed the ball or what's not, but again, Christian Wilmore has been to 3 world championships representing the Bahamas as a referee, so I think he knows a little bit what he's doing.
Yeah, he's not going to take much attitude at high school nationals.
1:45 to go in the half. Long errant pass there from Sunland, out of bounds. And again, you keep talking about these problematic passes and problematic lapses of thought is going to cost the Stingers if they want to stay in this.
Playing a team that you can make very little mistakes, you can't afford to just give away turnovers, especially unforced turnovers when you're trying to make a run in the second quarter.
They still have the lead. Stingers up 19-18 on the Eagles. Long J there from Gateway and Leonardo Bain again for 2. His first 2 of the game. Going for hard for the Stingers, Oswald Meadows. And he's going to get charged with the charging foul. So again, we've been at 19-18 for a hot minute right now.
Yeah, like I said, just like the last game, you can tell it's close to the semifinals. It's right around the corner. Everybody wants to get in.
Yep. Just over a minute to go in the half. Eagles looking for an option. Kelly with the J, no good. Everybody touches it, and it looks like it will stay. Gateway ball with 14 seconds on the shot clock. Easy buckets there for Gateway. They're back up 4, 23-19, under a minute to go. Going hard again is Oswald Meadows for Stingers. This time he'll get the foul, it looks like, with an opportunity maybe to cut this lead back down to 2.
Meadows is not shy at all to drive it and take it strong into the paint. Has to be careful though, because you can pick up a few charging fouls like that as well.
And they've called a few of them here tonight, so you cannot rule that out of the realm of possibilities for this officiating crew tonight. But at the line right now, Oswald Meadows connects the first of 2 free throws, cuts the lead down to 3. Opportunity now to cut it to 2 with just 47.2 seconds to go, and he does just that. Gateway inbounding, leading by 2. A lot of commotion, and it looks like there's going to be a foul called on the outside official. A push, and they'll take it out of bounds with 18 seconds to go on the shot clock.
You don't want to waste too much fouls in the first half. That seems to be a lot of fouls now, especially in the last minute.
Curry, they pass it around. Valdez Edgecombe with the long 3. You can't leave anything up to chance with Gateway Christian Academy. Up 5 now. Going in wild again. Oswald Meadows just almost on cue picks up the charge.
Yeah, I saw he picked up one in the first quarter. I was like, he's very prone to doing that. He puts his head down, doesn't really look up when he makes that drive to the hoop. Gateway capitalizing on that, using it against him. Now, do you leave him on?
I think you do at this point. He's been very much a catalyst for this team. Gateway leading though by 5. The steal here. Going up hard is Delano Lewis. He gets the bucket, the foul, and going to shoot one to try to convert on this one. Opportunity to cut this lead back down to 2. The miss. A scrum. Not quite sure who gets it, but it will be a jump ball. And it will be Sunland Baptist ball. Jay Philippe bringing in Marty Davis. And takes out Bijan Bain.
Davis gives you a big target to pass it to on the inbound.
3.3 seconds on the inbound. They were trying to get it into Davis.
Another foul.
We're just marching these fouling reports for these officials that we're having so many of them. So just under a second, 0.9 seconds to go in this first half between the Sunland Baptist Stingers and the Gateway Christian Academy Eagles. Eagles out of Bimini, Stingers out of Freeport, Grand Bahama. Eagles up 26-23, 27-23, with 0.9 seconds to go in this half. Sunland Baptist takes a freakishly long shot to try and end the quarter with some sort of semblance of getting back into this, but they're only down 4, 27-23. But this has been a great game and something that we sort of hoped would happen with these two teams, both of them so far undefeated in the tournament.
Yeah, what I want to say though, Sunland, they really have to worry about Oswald Meadows. He picked up 3 fouls, and I think Gateway kind of is predicting what he wants to do before he does it. So he's kind of boxed in right now. It's going to be interesting to see how they shape their offense, pretty much without him doing what he does best.
It's been pretty even in terms of the offensive production on rebounds. So both teams have about 20 rebounds each. So again, that's not the big story here, but the big story could be these fast break points, because even though it's minuscule, Gateway is getting 4 more than Sunland has.
Well, what fast break points usually mean is someone's playing good defense. They're forcing turnovers, they're getting out on the break, and they're being efficient, being able to convert those steals and turnovers into points. That points on the break usually mean that a team is playing hard, playing with a lot of energy.
What does Gateway do coming into this second half?
What Gateway wants to do is shoot a lot more long jumpers. You know, go back to what they did to get in a lot, let him shoot that unorthodox mid-range jumper and mix it up a bit. So far, it's just been Lightborn taking it to the rim.
Do they depend too heavily on Lightborn? You think that that's going to be their Achilles heel?
When you have a player that good, I won't say it's an Achilles heel because he can always produce, but you want to get your other players used to having to produce on big stages, so when the moment comes and it might roll into their opportunity, they know what to do.
Coincidentally, Bradley Lightborn has 0 personal fouls, so he's not too much in a challenging spot right now. What about Sunland? What are they going to have to do in this second half to be somewhat competitive?
I want to say, you know, that weak zone they played earlier, they might have to go back into something like that because of the foul trouble on some of their guards. And they want to protect Marty Davis as well because he's their only true big man. You can't have him falling out because it would create wide open pass to the rim.
Marty Davis coming into this second half with 2 fouls. That's going to be a crucial storyline.
Well, Oswald Meadows is hindered by fouls on the wing. And now you have Davis basically hindered by fouls in the paint. So that zone is like the only thing they have is like a gasp for their defense right now.
So when you have about 2 minutes to go before we get into the second half, this seems to be the game that we expected. Sunland not having a spectacular regular season. Do you think that this is almost redemption for them, that they've got something to prove?
I think they're particularly excited because it's in Freeport. They didn't show much during the Freeport season. Hugh Campbell, it was a bit better, but really not what Jay Philippe and the guys wanted. So now they want to show the Freeport crowd that, hey, we are a better team than we showed earlier in the season.
What about, I think both of these teams to a certain degree have a lot to prove because again, like you said, Gateway almost feels neglected sometimes in Bimini and to come here and just dump everything to try prove that they belong on this team.
But you have to look at Sunland too. Sunland is a team that put together a few good squads the last few years. Yep. A lot of players going off to college, but they haven't been able to win those big games. They've always come up short, so in a sense, they do have something to prove against Gateway and through the rest of this tournament.
All right, I think I saw Gateway come out. Gateway came out and just sat down. That's not what we've been seeing from them so far in the tournament. They've come out and been a little bit more energetic, trying to warm up with 1:20 to go in this halftime break. Is that anything that we should be looking at right now?
Well, I want to say it's day 3 of Nationals. We're getting fatigued broadcasting, so I know they're fatigued playing. So maybe just not used to playing a team that punched them in the mouth that the way Sunland has and created blows with them. So I think it's just a bit of them finding themselves and finding that win for the second half.
Hopefully, we're hearing the last horn for them to come out. Sunland is taking their sweet time, but I think Jake generally will try to use as much time as possible, try to rest up the guys, get as much time as they can out of this halftime.
What I think he's preaching to them too is you can't make so many mental mistakes. The unforced turnovers, the fouls for no reason in the backcourt with so much time on the shot clock. If they're going to win this game, they're going to have to play smart. They're putting out the effort, but you have to be smart behind that effort.
Well, they're going to have, as we hear it play in the background, their one shining moment. This may be it if they want to get into the championship. They're going to have to really push here to get into that championship. So here we go, getting ready for the start of the second half of this matchup between Sunland Baptist and Gateway Christian Academy. Gateway leading 27-23. Again, not sure what the holdup is right now, but again, you know that well, we talked a few times, the statisticians are challenged with the numbers only on the back, and that's what Gateway has. So they're trying to finalize and make sure that they have the right numbers on the court. Gateway again in white, Sunland Baptist Stingers in yellow, 27-23. The three-pointer, no good there from Gateway Christian Academy. Pulling down the rebound is Levante Roll for the Stingers. Stingers looking for an option. Slingshotting it around into the hands of Levandre Newell again. Newell not successful. Going quickly, that's Kelly from Gateway getting the two again.
They're a really good passing team too. They're not selfish. Everyone gets a touch. And as good as their two players are, they also get it done by committee as well.
Long ball, no good from the Stingers. I think maybe Chester McPhee might have gotten a piece of it there. Marty Davis can't hold on to it. Back out, 4 seconds on the shot clock. Steal here from Gateway Christian Academy's Javante Curry, and he cannot convert. And then adds one more error onto that and picks up the foul.
Yeah, his teammates are definitely going to let him know about that one later on today.
Because you get the steal, but you get the miss and then compound it with the foul.
Well, I think it's kind of one of those things that he got stuck. He didn't know if he wanted to finger roll it underhand or just lay it up overhand. And he made a last-minute decision, and that's what happens when you're indecisive.
So he picks up his second foul. Gateway Christian Academy calls the timeout, rightfully so, trying to figure out what they want to do. They're still leading 29-23 on the Stingers out of Sunland Baptist here in Freeport, Grand Bahama. Jay, a little bit agitated right now, it seems, with his team.
Because it's like Gateway is not playing good enough to hold them off like that. They're right there, but then they're just making these little mental errors that's keeping them behind like 3 points, 4 points, instead of getting over the hump and tying the game.
Sunland bringing it up. Back and forth. Jerome Burrows out to Knowles. Knowles thinks about it. He gets the rock back. Knowles drives. He loses the rock. Off to the races. Sunland Baptist can't stop Denzel Jones from making that, and then we have another foul on this end.
They keep compounding the fast break misses with fouls.
And Javante Curry picks up another foul. Stingers, Knowles, almost stripped. Back out to Burrows. Burrows around, inside. Almost tries to steamroll over Gateway Christian Academy. He falls to the ground, but picks up the blocking foul.
It's amazing how they take these hard hits and just jump right back up. How long would it take you to get up from there?
I'm still sitting down there waiting to get up. It would take at least 2 ambulances to make sure I got up safely. Again, Javante Curry, just to point out for Gateway Christian Academy, is in serious foul trouble right now. He has 4 for Gateway, and that may play a role with them later on in this matchup.
Looks like they trust him enough, though. Let them play through it.
29-23. We have not had a change in this score for at least 2 minutes. On cue, does nothing. Off to the races now, Rolante Knowles. Defense not set, takes it himself. No good. Back into the hands of Gateway. They're off to the races. Denzel Jones, all by himself, able to connect. Puts Gateway up 31-23.
If you're Sunland, you got to watch out for that lead starting to expand.
Working on the baseline, Sunland, I think they picked up the out-of-bounds turnover. Gateway right now with an 8-point lead, 31-23 with 3:28 to go. A steal there from Sunland Baptist and Delano Lewis. A couple more of those and Sunland could be right back in it, but still leading Gateway 31-25, just over 3 minutes. Another unforced turnover there from Gateway, giving the Sunland Baptist Stingers another opportunity. Driving baseline. Knowles is stripped, out of bounds. And it looks like the rock is going to stay on that end. Inside the Knowles again for the easy bucket. 31-27, a 4-point lead Gateway has on the Sunland Baptist Stingers at this moment. Another unforced turnover from Gateway, almost in the same spot, out of bounds on that table side end line.
And once again, the tide's turn now is Gateway making the mental errors, letting Sunland creep their way back into the game.
Gateway with a precarious 4-point lead at this point. Sunland trying to cut into it, driving baseline, dishes out for the three, no good. Pulling down the rebound, Bradley Lightbourne, he goes to the ground. And they will pick up a foul. Not quite sure what is going on, but it is. Still not sure what it is going. Now I understand. What happened is that the baseline official, Wilmore, called out of bounds and then got some advice from one of the other officials, and they're reversing the call. And now we're going to take a timeout for Gateway. So that's what it looks like. It looks like as if Wilmore had called out of bounds off of the Stingers and then got some advice from one of the outside officials and changed his call. Because again, there are clearly still blind spots in officiating, and that's why you have 3 officials on the court to make sure that you get it right. And I think what they wanted to do was make sure that they got the right call.
It was good that he was willing to admit that he made the wrong call and defer to the other officials and change it up.
I hate to bring it back up again, but when you've called 3 world championships, you've got to have a little bit of humility to be able to say, I can make a mistake, I can be corrected, I can ask for help. And he did just that there. So again, Jay Philippe and his Sunland Baptist Stingers getting the right call. So Stingers ball. Inside to Knowles. Knowles trying to get the backwards flip, no good. Rebound pulled down there from Chester McPhee for the Eagles. Eagles looking for an option. Lightbourne fires the J, no good. Lewis pulling up, hands off, can't control it. 17 on the shot clock. Sunland, McPhee thinks about it, that's going to be a charge. Oh! I'm going to reverse my call because it looks as if they were near that arc, that semicircle, that no charge semicircle.
Yeah, I think he got there just a bit late.
So going to the line to shoot 2, Delano Lewis for Sunland. He makes the first, 31-28 now. Opportunity again to cut the lead to 2. Does just that, 31-29. Gateway leading Sunland Baptist out of Freeport, Grand Bahama. Gateway moving it up. Moving it up very slow for Gateway. Lightbourne is stripped. Off to the races. Delano Lewis takes it himself. And again, we've got a tie ball game.
Gateway just making so many mental errors in this third quarter. Allowed Sunland to bring it all the way back. Now Sunland has a new energy that they're playing with.
Not only is Gateway making these errors, but at the same time, Sunland is taking full advantage of these mental errors. Tied at 31, 1:30 to go in the third. Gateway looking a bit shell-shocked. Stingers able to tie this up. Long 3 is good from Valdez Edgecombe for Gateway Christian. Stingers now looking for their answer. In, out, the long 3, no good. Second chance opportunity. A plethora of fouls on that end.
See Jay trying to call for a goaltend on that.
It was kind of close. A lot going on up there. And it looks as if that's the 5th foul. Like we said, that was going to be one of those things that they were going to have to look at. That's the fifth foul on Javante Curry.
Still so early in the game, it's going to be difficult to see what they do.
McPhee at the line for Sunland. He makes the first. Trying to cut the lead down now. Gateway only leading by 2, 34-32. 105 on the game clock. McPhee cuts it to 1. 34-33 right now. Gateway bringing the rock up. Still in the backcourt. Almost stripped. Finally stripped there from Sunland Baptist. Knowles loses control. Tries to save it. And it's a turnover.
And like I said, the smaller guards are the ones now starting to pressure Lightborn in the backcourt. You can't let him get to the front court, but he's a bit shaky on the dribble in the backcourt, and they're exposing it right now.
47 seconds to go in this third quarter. Gateway up 34-33. Taking the opening right there. Chester McPhee drives and picks up the foul to go along with the basket. Players getting dressed as Chester McPhee gets ready to shoot one, pardon me. Gateway back up 37-33. 40 seconds to go in the third. Sunland Baptist looking to cut this lead down. Burrows with the rock. Outside again to Knowles. Knowles with the miss. Nobody trying to pull it down for Sunland. Eventually pulling it down. Bradley Lightborn for Gateway. Gateway off to the races. 23 seconds in this quarter. 17 on the shot clock. Charging in is Leonardo Bain.
Has to consider himself fortunate on that one.
I thought that was a clean charge, but again, I'm not the one with the whistle in this game. This game.
Emphasis.
So it's ruled non-shooting, so Gateway takes it back out. Quick jumper, no good. McPhee with the rebound as Burrows brings it up. Charge there from Knowles. Knowles cuts it in. And the lead back down to 2. Gateway
wild shot.
taking a wild shot with still seconds to go. Not quite sure why they were rushing that one. But now this means that Stingers have an opportunity. Andre Udo not able to make that connection. So here we end this third quarter, 37-35, back and forth. I don't think Gateway has had something this close, this late.
No, and that last shot that Lightborn took was, it resembled their quarter so far. A lot of mental errors for no reason, a lot of unforced turnovers, especially in the backcourt from Lightborn.
And again, not only is Gateway making a lot of mental errors, Sunland is capitalizing on those errors and capitalizing, creating points.
Well, if you saw earlier, Sunland was playing a bit too fast, a lot of charging, fouls, nair charges, but now they've slowed it down, played a more methodical game, and they're also passing the ball more, a little bit less selfish than they were early, because I think they realize now that they have to get it done as a team to get past this tough Gateway team.
So now with just about 9 seconds to go, Gateway, I think this is the biggest challenge that they've had so far. And again, probably because neither team has seen each other play.
Well, this is going to show a lot about their team now. They're not a secret anymore, not a Cinderella team anymore. Everybody knows they're good. Everybody's prepared to give them their best shot. So it's interesting to see what they do here in this last quarter.
I think we got away with the backcourt there, but the Sunland Baptist Stingers starting things off here in this fourth quarter of the 2019 High School Basketball Championships, brought to you by IL Cares from the St. George's Jaguars Gym in Freeport, Grand Bahama. Sloppy passing there from the Stingers from Sunland. And they're hoping to try and make a run. They're going to have to cut down on those, like you say, mental mistakes. Gateway making the mental mistakes now. Sunland not able to capitalize on it early. Maybe they can capitalize now. Still nothing. Knowles is stripped. Gateway thought about pushing it, but they keep it back. Lightborn sizing up the defense, looking for the pick, does not take advantage. Jumper from Curry, no good. Pulling down the rebound, Oswald Meadows. Rolante Knowles trying to take it himself. He goes all the way, able to convert it. And again, a tied ball game. McPhee trying to convert on that one, not able to do it. Knowles from Sunland might have gotten away with a travel there. Going up trying to convert on that travel is Chester McPhee, but is stopped right there.
That's a little more than it might have. He did get away with that one. Pretty fortunate.
I think that's one of those things where every single official was blocked out because there was so much going on around
Right.
it.
I'm sure Gateway coaches told them about it, though.
If they haven't, I'm sure they will. As sure as night follows day, I'm sure they will. Delano Lewis able to connect the first of two free throws for the Stingers from Sunland Baptist. Stingers possibly able to get their largest lead right now. They are not. Stingers up 38-37 on Gateway Christian. Somebody is going to pick up their first loss here tonight. Who will it be? Ball around, driving quickly. The dish. Nothing served on that play. Chester McPhee with the fake, gets up and finally connects for two.
He played it real smart. He didn't force it. He didn't try to drive that elbow into his defender, what could have lead it into a charge.
Pass going awry there for the Stingers. Stingers back up 39-38. Pardon me, strike that, reverse it. Gateway back up 39-38. Stingers looking to cut into that lead. Knowles sizes up the defense, passes the rock around. Lewis, back to Knowles. Knowles for the three. No good. Gateway with the rock coming down in the hands of Lightborn. Lightborn going himself, three defenders, not able to make anything out of it. Denzel Jones tries to pull down the rock, but not able to really get full control of it. Loses control, and it's the Stingers' ball.
Yeah, both teams' offenses are really grinding down to a halt right now. No one seeming able to find a shot.
Stingers, Knowles driving, no good. Bradley Lightborn with the rebound for Gateway. Double team, gets the rock out, pushing it. Outside now from Kelly. Kelly with the three. Zakaro Kelly, he's ruthless from that three-point line. Lewis with the drive, hands off the Knowles. And we're still close here. Kelly again. Told you he's ruthless.
Yeah, he's not shy at all. Once he sees one go down, he's going to take more.
That shot is waved off. That shot is waved off. offensive foul from the Sunland Baptist Stingers.
We wanted to see what they were made of, and I think they're showing it right now.
Every single Stinger looks incredulous at the call, but I think it was the right call in that instance. Wow. So the Eagles up 45-40. The Stingers from Sunland Baptist thought they were going to be able to cut the lead possibly down to 2, pardon me, still up, still down in this situation, 45-40, the Eagles on the Stingers there. And again, you're looking at the Stingers team, they just look despondent almost.
And because points have been so hard to come by too, this 5-point lead seems much bigger than it is because of the motion behind the last few shots.
So the Eagles up 45-40. Look, they're coming out very lackluster. I think that call, even though it was the right one, is going to take a lot out of them.
Yeah, but they can't focus on that. They can't. There's still a lot of basketball left to play at 2:36. You can't
2:36 is a lot,
put the rest of
especially
the
with 5
game
minutes.
on that on the last call.
Gateway looking to take advantage right now. Lightborn bringing the rock up. McPhee with it. He thinks about it, pulls the trigger, misfires, giving an opportunity right now for the Stingers from Sunland Baptist to get back into it.
You don't want them to press too much. So it's just 2 minutes left, but you don't want to end up taking bad shots.
Meadows to McPhee. Shot no good. Lightborn off to the races. Defense barely setting up. Double team. No good. With the rebound, Denzel Jones gets it back out to McPhee. No good there. Meadows with the long pass out to Knowles, and the dunkaroo there. Is that what they need at this point?
Yeah, he wasn't giving him any chances to block that one. He knows how important that last basket was.
Gateway still up, 45-42 with that three-pointer there from Kelly. Back up 6, 48-42. 1:42 to go in this regulation. Knowles is fouled on that first action.
He's taking and making some really big shots from behind that three-point line.
That foul is called on the ground, so they will not shoot 2 on it. But Gateway at this point still leading 48-42, 6-point lead with 1:39 to go. Having a discussion, I'm not quite sure if they're saying that if it was on the ground or not. I think that that's what the discussion may be.
Yeah, he's on the ground.
Jay Philippe looking for answers here for his team. I think it may have been a misreport on the foul, and they wanted just clarification to make sure they got the right foul on the right player. Stingers inbounding it, taking some time. Davis fires out to Knowles. Knowles for 3. And they're going to need a couple of them to make sure they stay in this one. Gateway up, 48-45. They're coming to try and increase it. Heavy defense there from McPhee from Sunland. With 17 on the shot clock, they're going to need a definitive stop here. Gateway with the lazy inbound, 14 on the shot clock. McPhee posting up Davis, near the top of the key. Taking it himself, Bradley Lightborn, no good. Davis pulls it down for Sunland. Sunland thought about taking it strong, but now going to just take it very easily into it, but it's Knowles. Out to Burrows. Back to Knowles again, no good. Bouncing around. Stingers with another opportunity, a third opportunity, and it drops. Oswald Meadows was not going to give up on that one.
Now they have a chance to start a new game again with just 55 seconds left to go.
Oswald Meadows connects on that one. 48-47, 55 seconds to go in this game. The opportunity now to start things over to tie the game at 48. No pressure whatsoever on Meadows. And here we go. 55 seconds to go, and we have a new ball game right now. Stingers knows it too. They take a timeout, which means that they will be able to advance the ball, which I suspect that they will do.
Yeah. Both teams showing their heart late in this game. Neither one letting the lead get too far away from them. Knowing what's at stake going into tomorrow being the only undefeated team left.
What is Gateway going to have to do right now?
Gateway is going to have to find some offense outside of Lightborn. Sicario Kelly hit a lot of big shots. You got to find a way to set him up here.
What about the Stingers? What are they going to tell their players coming out of this timeout?
Don't do too much. You don't want to commit a foul for no reason. See what they have, see what they do, and just play to that.
So here we go, an entirely new ball game, 48 all. 55 seconds to go. The battle of the undefeateds in the 2019 high school championships here in Freeport, Grand Bahamas, St. George's High School Gym. Gateway advances the rock. The inbound. Out to Jones. Jones connects. 52 seconds. Stingers are going to either take a 2 or try for 3 to take the lead. Inside to Davis. Davis back outside. Inside to Davis again. The turnaround. The J. It does not drop. He almost gets his own rebound, but it's Bradley Lightborn pulling down the rebound for Gateway. Kelly open in the corner. Got to watch that for Gateway. Lightborn pressured. Out to Kelly. Almost by himself. Back out to Lightborn. Very passive pressure. 7 on the shot clock. 3 on the shot clock. Lightborn with the long 3. No good. The rebound from McPhee. 9 seconds to go. 2 seconds is going to be what they're going to need. Outside again. Knowles driving. And it's called a blocking foul. A lot happening in those 42 seconds.
Yeah, I'm tired just watching that. They're up and down. The pace is intense right now on this court.
Delonte Knowles drove baseline right over Bradley Lightborn, giving him his second foul. Apparently he was not in place with enough time. 3 seconds to go in this game. Delonte Knowles at the line to shoot 2 with an opportunity to tie this ball game. One point closer. 3 seconds on the clock. No shot clock at this point. Knowles with the pressure. The fire. Not able to connect. Davis comes down with the rebound. And there's a foul as Davis got the rebound and made the drive. So another opportunity, this time though, to tie it or take the lead.
Yeah, a lot of pressure on him. He wanted that first shot on the last possession. He got a good spin, got the shot he wanted, wasn't able to convert. Now he has another chance to take the lead.
This will be his first free throws of the game. This is the first.
He needs this one. Now the pressure's on. The first one was the one he really wanted to take the pressure off of him for the second.
The hopes of being undefeated rest right now for Sunland Baptist. If they want to continue, Davis is going to have to either hit this one for a tie or a miss and a putback from Sunland. It's up. It's the miss. And Bradley Lightbourne comes down with the rebound, and that ends the game. Gateway Christian Academy, the Eagles out of Bimini, remaining undefeated in the 2019 High School Basketball Championship.
That's tough because he had the layup on the first possession, got a wide open look and blew him. And to miss those 2 free throws on top of it, you know that's heartbreaking for him.
So it comes down to 3 free throws. They had an opportunity, they had one opportunity to tie it with Rolante Knowles. He missed the second one. Davis comes back with 2 more and just can't connect.
Yeah, it's been a rough night for him. He wasn't able to do much on offense throughout the game, and this was his time to close it out, but just that kind of game for him.
So again, final score here. Gateway Christian Academy Eagles 50, the Sunland Baptist Stingers 49. The Eagles remain undefeated in high school basketball championship action.